I'm doing what I guess I do best and going for a bench PR. It's a bit nerve-wracking, no doubt, because it's 700 pounds, 705 pounds, and I've never had this much weight in my hands. All right, guys, we're here with Leonidas from Germany. I'm fortunate enough that he flew all the way just for a day to train here in Dubai. I'm glad we were able to make that happen. Today, he is going to be squatting, I'm assuming something pretty big.
I don't know yet. We will see.
That means something pretty big. I know, because I say that too. And I won't be squatting. My ankle is recovered, but it's a bit too early to be getting under the bar with heavy weights, so I'm going to give it another week to play it safe. We will be benching together, and I'll be right behind him, spotting him on his top set, no doubt, helping him load up. It's his first time being here in Dubai, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
I wish you could have spent a little bit more time. There's a lot to see and do here, but I'm sure you'll be back again.
I think so.
And I'll be making a trip to Germany. I've never been to Germany myself yet, but I most definitely want to go. And I'll be hitting you up for a workout and a tour. So yeah, let's just hope for the best today. And must say, his legs are gigantic. I really don't think you can have bigger legs than this. He actually doesn't do any bodybuilding, just some bodybuilding extension movements. And let's tell them, my audience, what your best numbers are so far.
In training or in competition?
Both.
My best squat so far is like 380 kilos with knee reps, 250 bench, and 360 deadlift. In competition I did 330 deadlift, 235 bench, and 360 squat.
Awesome. Yes. So maybe 390 in the car stand the squat.
Yeah, maybe, but we will see.
All right, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. Yeah. All right, so this is a Texas Power Bar. It is a 25 kg bar, 5 kilos heavier than a standard bar. It's much thicker in diameter, and it's made for low bar squatting. As you can see how long this center knurling is.
Yes.
It's very rough here too. It's deep in knurling. It'll definitely tear into your back. You'll definitely have scrapes on your back after using this bar, but it's amazing because of how thick it is. It won't wobble at all. So there's no instability. Yeah,
that's very good.
Even if you've never squatted with it before, there's no doubt you'll feel better right away.
Okay.
No doubt. Just make sure that you get right in the center because it's so long. It's very common for people to be off center, so the bar will tilt.
Yeah, that's what I always do. Yeah, the bar feels different.
Now, I see you're squatting with the bar very high in your traps.
Yes.
Do you ever squat low bar? Or?
No, I've tried it many times, but I think it's not my thing.
Okay. Maybe when I come out to Germany, I could try and make low bar feel right for you.
Yeah, of course.
Because I'm a big believer when you squat low bar. I mean, just mechanically, you'll always be stronger, just a better leverage. Especially with your build. Yes. You remind me of, I met Eric Liebridge only one time, but you have the same build as him.
Wait, who?
You know Eric Liebridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have almost the same build.
Really?
Yeah. A little taller. I think your legs are even bigger than his, which tells me you have maybe even bigger potential. But yeah, you have the same build, so I find you get low bar down, no doubt you'll squat at least 20 kilos more.
Okay.
Just from the switch. I wouldn't do it today. Okay. I'm sure you had a big number in mind.
Yes.
But when I come out to Germany, I'd like to help you out with that.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be
cool.
It just makes it even more impressive. You're hitting 380 kg with the high bar positioning. Makes it even more impressive.
Yeah, but that's how I started actually. I always do it like this. I've never tried it. So I tried to do it low bar, but yeah, it feels very different. It feels like something's wrong.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, that's just to me, I'll squat at least 20 kg less with the high bar, maybe even 40 kg less. For me, it's a massive difference with the bar resting on my chest where you have it versus the low bar. So that's awesome. You can hit 380. If you're hitting 380, potentially 390 today, high bar, your low bar potential should be at least 20 to 30 kg more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah, so that's awesome, man. That would explain why his legs are so big. You're squatting with the bar so high, you're forcing your quads to do so much work. That explains it all right there.
So hot.
Hot.
Yeah. How is it for you?
I like the heat. I feel more confident when I squat in heat.
Okay.
I've only ever gotten hurt when I squat in cold temperature.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming your gym is very cold.
Yes.
Oh man, so I'm gonna work out in a hoodie when I go. When I went to England, I had a hoodie on the whole workout. It was just too cold in there. Hoodie, sweats, almost with one put gloves on. But I even find you're stronger when you're training in heat. Your muscles are properly warmed up. You don't feel that way?
I know what you mean, but I need much more time.
More time.
Yes, because I'm getting out of breath so fast.
More time between sets to recover.
Yes.
Nice.
Are you trying to do in a competition?
In kg, I'll do the conversion right now.
But I'm excited.
It's 1090. 1090. Yeah. 1090. That's about 15 to 20 kg more than the record. That's what my coach wants me to do. Eric raised the bar very high. I'm sure you've seen his squats. His squats are insane for the weight class. Eric Lubridge.
Is he competing or what?
He's not competing. He's actually not retired, but he's just taking it easy right now.
Okay.
I hate to say it, no one has challenged him in so long. He's like, I'm just. He's not retired, but he's taking it easy.
Okay.
Yeah. In that weight class, nobody is close for a long time.
Yeah.
He set the bar very high.
Yes, of course.
He set the bar very high.
So it's your time.
Exactly. Yeah, I got to get competition. I'm stepping up to the plate.
I'm 21 years right now. I'm like 135 kilos. And how tall? I think I'm 1 meter and 80 centimeters, only the European numbers, so yeah, something like this.
Basically, we're the same height. Maybe an inch or two.
No, definitely not. I think you're like so much taller.
Hell no, not definitely not. We're like
10 extra.
we're the same height.
Yeah, I think you're definitely taller.
Maybe a half inch. It's the same. He just looks so much thicker, so he doesn't appear as tall. I'm a bit more lanky, so I appear a little taller. But 21, that's crazy. I thought he was at least 24. I keep forgetting. Shit, you have a bright future, man. Definitely, you have a bright future. There's no doubt. Screws on.
Different way, huh?
Yeah.
I'm starting to use my belt with 280 kilos.
Right. I just realized you was beltless this whole time. Very impressive. Very impressive. The
Yeah,
belt-
you're starting to use your belt when you even warm up, right?
Yeah, I start at about 225.
Okay.
Yeah, 225. Yeah, I mean the belt for me gives me so much stability,
Yes,
and I find stability when squatting makes all the difference.
of course.
So the belt alone can easily add like 20, 30 kg in my opinion.
Of course.
Yeah. I live here 8 months now.
Why?
I originally moved here for Strongman. I was part of this 6-week program where they basically gave me a coach and took care of me.
Okay.
Incubator program for WUS. And now, after that program ended, I decided I liked it so much that I'm going to stay. That's what I did.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't regret it at all. I don't miss the States one bit.
Yes. Okay.
Not one bit. I'm going back for a couple weeks in November, but that's it.
How much should I take?
Half a scoop is plenty. Half a scoop.
Really?
Half a
You
scoop.
think that's enough?
That's plenty. There's so much caffeine. If you take a full scoop,
How do you take it? Like this or in the water?
I'll take it like this.
Yeah, me too. I just wanted to ask because I don't want to be cringe.
I don't like sipping on it, you know.
Like this or?
That's about right. Yeah, it's about half. Nice. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it tastes good.
Yeah, it tastes good actually. Is this mango? Yeah, this is orange mango. Yeah.
I can feel it kicking.
Right. Come on. Let's see it. Come on. Let's see it. Yep. Yep. Yeah. All right. Solid, man. That was easy. The belt definitely made a difference. This looks like he just dropped 2 reds when he put the belt on. Much easier.
Yeah. Okay.
That was, this is in pounds, about like 600 and change, yeah. Awesome. I want to say 400's there today, man. You didn't even put reps on yet.
Yeah. So I will start using them the next set.
Wow. Yeah, how much do you think reps give you?
Not so much because I can't grab them the right way. I can't use them. I don't use them the right way. I just make it like this and you know.
Do you ever, so you wrap it yourself?
Yes.
All right, so one thing I know with wraps, I don't train with wraps. I'm only just starting to learn myself. But when you have somebody wrap it for you, it doubles how tight it can be for sure. Because if you wrap it yourself, you're not at a good leverage to pull as tight as it can be pulled. When you have someone wrapping it for you, they can use their whole body weight and really get maximum elasticity out of the wrap. And it'll double how much you get out of the wrap.
Okay.
If you get 20 wrapping yourself, you'll get 40 plus with someone wrapping for you.
Okay.
No doubt. For sure.
So
Yeah.
let's see.
I'll wrap it for you, and you'll see. But it might, it shouldn't be too tight. You can even wrap it yourself, so yeah, it'll be good.
You never use wraps, right?
Only a few times in my life.
Why? You don't like them?
I don't like them. I find it just changes the squat so dramatically.
Okay.
It doesn't feel right to me. But
Okay.
now that I'm getting into strongman more, And after I take this record, I'm gonna have to get in wraps no matter what.
Okay.
Because the only records left are the ones Eric set in knee wraps. Andre Milanichev. There's one more sleeve record Ray Williams set. I don't know if you know. I think it's 1100, like 1120 kg, I think. He did. Ray Williams in super heavyweight.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, and then in strongman, everybody uses knee wraps.
Yes.
Knee wraps, even a squat suit you can use.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have to get used to it no matter what.
So usually I also don't use them, but because of the upcoming competition, everybody uses them. So
You want to be a disadvantage.
yeah, of course. So I also take them.
Yeah, but it would be great if you can have, maybe if you can learn how to wrap them as well, it'd be cool. Or if you don't have a workout partner in Germany, yeah, that'd be awesome. But you can get so much more into the wrap. When someone wraps it right for
But
you.
in Germany we don't have gyms like this. It's they are all like conventional gyms. You know.
Bodybuilding gyms.
Yeah.
No KG plates and
Yes,
stuff.
of course.
Yeah. Want me to wrap the other leg so you feel the difference? So what we'll do is we'll leave this leg, not to you squat. You wrap your leg yourself, yeah?
Okay.
And then now I'll wrap this leg so you can feel the difference
Okay.
of someone wrapping. Now, I've only wrapped a handful of legs. No doubt it's gonna be tighter than him wrapping himself. However, I know there's like a dozen different ways to wrap a leg. So I'm just gonna wrap it from the bottom to the top, as tight as I can. Oh shit.
Okay. Feels different. Of course.
All right. Only tough part here is just getting it.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely feels different. I think it also looks a little different.
I'll wrap the other one the same way before you squat.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, we don't want them uneven, yeah.
Okay. Well, now I feel the pre-workout kicking.
Do you?
Yes.
That's perfect timing. Let's get this so we can stuff it. That's the hardest part for me, getting this wrapped in here. Try to open this a bit. This one, there we go. I was going for the wrong one. All right. Come on. How'd that feel?
Woo. It felt like it was a little bit too low.
Too low? Okay.
Yes. But I don't know if that's on purpose.
No, we'll wrap it a bit higher.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Next time.
So while in the future, it may no doubt be better to have somebody wrap you. Because you're working up to a 1 rep max today, we don't really want to change anything too drastic, like how you wrap. So the more that you're familiar with, the more confident you'll be, right?
Yes.
So let's have you wrap how you normally wrap, because the difference, how it could feel so different, unfamiliar, it may affect your confidence approaching the bar. So psychologically, you may not be as confident getting under the bar because you feel it's different.
Yeah, no, definitely what you mean.
You know,
Let's do it like I do.
for sure.
But I think it could be better if we do it like you do. But yes, today.
I think in the future, when you have not so heavy as a session, you can practice
Yeah.
with somebody wrapping you and get it done like perfectly. But for now, I wouldn't change anything too big. You know, the less change we do today, the better. We already changed the bar.
Yes.
And I know, no doubt, that feels very different. Hopefully in a good way, but all the changes that we make today will affect your confidence. It's all unfamiliar. You know?
The bar definitely feels good because now it's getting heavier, and I think it's not whipping. So
Yeah, there's no whip after that.
that's
You need at
very
least
good.
500 kg in there for there to be a little whip.
Okay.
Which is good though.
Yeah, of
Less
course.
whip means more stability, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll work up to, what's this, 325, yeah?
What?
Sorry, this weight is how much? 280?
330
330.
or
325.
325? 325. So let's get up to, cause I want you to, so, okay, let's rewind a bit. Your max in wraps is 380 or sleeves?
in reps.
In wraps, 380.
Because I haven't used them a long time. I started to use them before like 4 weeks, but in training, my PR without reps was like 370.
Oh,
So, but today it's many things are a little bit different. So let's see.
so let's go up to, I want to say, maybe 365.
Okay.
And then we'll see how that moves, and then take the next jump from
Yes,
there.
sure.
To judge what we should do next
Let's
after
do
that. The way 275 moved in sleeves tells me you can do 400 in sleeves. 100%. No doubt. I don't want to throw you off your game though. I know you'll definitely do more in wraps. So you're doing 400 in sleeves, you can do 400 in wraps. That's for sure.
Okay.
100%. 100%.
How many minutes? You do a break before a max set?
So I wait till my breathing is about normal. After max set, and then I wait till my breathing is normal, which is about 5 to 8 minutes, roughly. So unfortunately, in most powerlifting competitions, it drags, and you're spending 20 minutes in between attempts. You're sitting there, you're getting cold, and you're not even warmed up anymore, and you got to still lift the 1 rep max. So I would like to train like that because it's how it mimics it in competition, but I perform my best with a shorter rest period, no doubt. I feel everybody would perform better if they had, at the most, an 8-minute rest period. I think anything more than that, and you start just getting cold. I think it's just too long. I mean, bodybuilders have 30-second rest periods for the most part, maybe 1 minute. So, yeah. But you probably had about at least 6-7 minutes so far. You're good to go. Yeah, because you got to wrap and stuff, you know.
When I do a max set, I do like 8 to 10 minutes, but that's the maximum of time I use to do the break, no longer. When are you going to start to do your arm wrestling competition?
I'm gonna be training weekly after my powerlifting competition. I actually believe that I have what it takes to be world-class arm wrestler, no doubt.
Okay.
No doubt. But my coach right now, his name is Suhail. He's in Dera. It's a part of Dubai, about 20 minutes from here. And he's amazing. You know, like I feel like I need 2 hands to take him down.
Okay.
You know, but he tells me that within 6 months of training weekly, I could be world class. So he could be exaggerating. He could just be, blowing smoke up my ass. But I'd like to believe that I could be pretty good in a few months. But I'm waiting for after this powerlifting meet, because when I did that arm wrestling match training a few weeks back, my biceps were screwed for like 2 weeks.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you feel now?
Oh, now it's great.
Yeah, then let's do it. I would like to know how strong you are.
I'm down. I wish we had a proper table though, a proper table. Or we could go there. There's a table there. I'll message him. We could do that.
Yes.
I'm curious where you're at.
Sure.
100%.
Sure. I can go there if I want to lose. Of course.
And I want to push up against Suhail as well. Come on. Yes. Easy. Come on. Come on. Right. Right.
Woo. Freaking heavy today.
Whew. Solid, solid.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
Yeah, we'll call it there for sure. We'll call it there. How long was the flight here, by the way?
What? What?
How long was the flight here?
10 hours. Like
10 hours.
yes, and we woke up at 4 a.m.
Oh man.
So and we arrived and we checked in at like 22. What is it now? 11 p.m. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, that would explain it. Long flight, no sleep. Yeah, that would
But doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So nice to be here. Yeah. So I think that's enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't go more than
Yeah. I think that was absolute max for today.
So
Okay.
strange. I think honestly, with sleeves, you would squat more. I guess it just takes some time getting used to wraps because I'm the same way. I almost thought I squat less with wraps
Yeah.
right now, at the moment. Yeah. I know if you know Kevin Oak, but he's a guy from Mount Vernon, and he's quite good in wraps. He gets a lot out of his wraps.
Yeah.
And he tells me he needs about 3 months to adjust. 12 weeks just to get used to the wrap.
Okay.
And you got to use the same wrap over and over. Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I like to do the raw squat without wraps. But
I agree. By far. Yeah. Especially when you realize what's capable. I mean,
Yeah.
Ray is almost squatting what's been squatting in the wraps with sleeves. The record's almost the same.
so now the big question: do you think you can make it one day?
The squat record.
Yes.
500 kg?
Yes.
I think so, actually. Yeah, I think I can.
Great.
It's just a matter of kind of put the body weight on necessarily. The power is there, but can I get to 160, 170 kg? That's what's going to be the determining factor. I'm too light now to ever even get close, but those guys who are doing 500 weigh at least 170,
Okay.
at least. So it's the biggest issue is the body weight.
Of course. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, biggest issue. So, some gyms have dozens of different bars, and it could be confusing sometimes knowing which one's right for you. Think of it. This one, for example, is an Eleiko bar. Now, if you want to find out the make of the bar, go on the far end here. Right at the end, you'll see, just pan it real quick, Eleiko. If it's a Texas squat bar, it'll say Texas. If it's a Rogue, it'll say Rogue. Like you can find out the make of the bar looking at the end. If it says nothing, it's a generic Chinese bar that wobbles, spins, has no knurling, it's very smooth. So when benching, you want to find the best bar in the gym. And I like to bench with bars with center knurling and where the knurling is deep and rough, right? Because your grip on the bar is very important for stability. And if the bar is rolling even just a little bit, it's gonna make the bar move slower. You're gonna feel less powerful. So the better the knurling of the bar, the better grip you have on it, and the less it's gonna roll, making it easier to press. Now, a crap bar, let me show you, come over here, let me show you something. When you roll the bar, see how everything moves in one? This moves as I roll, everything moves in one piece. Crap bars, this will move, and this won't move. And also, generic bars, not crap bars, just generic bars. You can still work out with generic bars. Most gyms have generic bars. The knurling here will be very, very smooth and sweaty. And what happens when you're benching with a smooth, sweaty generic bar, it is sliding in your hands a lot. Sometimes you probably see on YouTube people benching and the bar just slips out of their hand and crushes them on the chest. That's a reality. That can happen with a bad bar. And it doesn't even always happen with a suicide grip. It can happen with a normal grip as well. So just try your best to look for the best bar you can find in the gym with good knurling. It's not all too important if it doesn't move in one piece and all, but what's most important is just good knurling. That's most important. Good grip on the bar. That's all I have to really say about that. Also, sorry. Don't bench with a deadlift bar and don't bench with a squat bar. Don't bench with the bar that he just used to squat with, the Texas squat bar. You do not want to bench with that. And don't bench with a Texas deadlift bar where there's no center knurling, it's black, it's very whippy. Don't do it. So you can bench with just about any other bar except for that. Except for those two.
So I will just do what he's doing.
It looks the same so far. Looking the same, Hoss. So for handoff, I'll just take a head nod and then just hand me off.
Right now?
Yeah, I'll just head nod. I'm gonna go, then I'll be ready. Okay.
It was fast.
It's only 2 reps. Only 2 reps. Nice. All right. The last 2 months, I've been benching after I squat, and definitely feels different. What feels the most different is there's no inflammation here at all. So that's nice. I'm assuming I'll be able to bench a little bit more today, just because I haven't squatted. Like when I did the 300 kg bench, I just squatted, attempted 420, and there was still some inflammation here. It didn't affect the power too much, more so just the confidence. Because it feels good here, but then we start bringing it out like, ooh, it just feels very inflamed. But got in squat in a week, I definitely don't feel the inflammation anymore. So it feels good. It feels good benching right now. Yes, nice. Do you ever do touch and go?
I always do.
Always.
Yes.
Even preparing for competition?
No. That's the only time I don't do touch and go. Oh man, I feel so weak against next to him.
Not at all. You're too humble, man. That move the same as mine. The same. I believe it, the way the bar's moving. I wouldn't doubt it for a second. There's just some overload work, like instead of using a slingshot, I don't have access to, I don't have a slingshot. And I don't like slingshots because I find it throws off, it's not a natural bench movement. It's like an exaggerated curve. This is the closest you'll get. It's the exact same bar path as you would without wraps. You have a lot more compression than with a sleeve, of course. But this is used just for overload work, just to get under heavier weight than I normally would without a wrap. And when I get to competition, 630 won't feel nearly as heavy because I've had 300 or 320 or whatever in my hands already. All right. Let's see.
Come on. Yeah.
All right.
I've never used something like this before. Would you mind if I take it once?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You want to try now?
Yeah, I would like to try. It gives you a little bit support or what?
A lot of support.
Okay.
A lot.
Yeah, I've tried it with those.
Oh, that's a bit too-
that's like the maximum support.
That's good.
All right.
Nice. Good to go. Come on. You're ready. Let's see it. Come on. Yes. Yes. Nice. How'd it feel?
It feels good. Feels good.
Do you feel like it was easier or?
Yeah, I can't say now because it gives a little bit support, but not that much. I thought it gives you a lot more support than I expected.
You know, I think it's one of those, like a knee wrap. It doesn't give you much in the beginning, but as you get used to it, it gives you more.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
the more if you were to practice with this often and get comfortable and familiar, I think it would give probably like 10 kg,
Okay.
maybe 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not that much because I thought it would be much easier with this, you know?
Also, maybe your expectations very high.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that could be it too.
but cool. It's cool.
Yeah. It's good support for any inflammation though. Yeah. Especially after squatting.
All right.
Come on.
Yeah.
Aggressive. Come on, Leonidas. Okay. Come on. Yes. Nice.
Oh man, it feels heavy today. Yeah.
You think this is not helping or making?
I think it's helping. I think it's helping, definitely. Okay. What if...
Well, I'm doing what I guess I do best and going for a bench PR. It's a bit nerve-wracking, no doubt, because it's 700 pounds, 705 pounds, and I've never had this much weight in my hands. Heaviest I had in my hands was 675, 307 kilos. And I did that at a body weight of only maybe 122. And I'm like 13 kilos heavier now, 14 kilos heavier. All right, enough talking. Let me just give it a shot. I think I have it. Shit. Ooh. Yeah, just do it quick. All right, solid.
Let's go.
Oh! Ah! Come on. Come on. Come on. Take it. Oh, fuck.
Take it. Okay.
All right. You holding it?
Hold it. Hold
Hold
it.
it?
Hold it. Let him get out. Out. Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
Woo.
So close, man.
Yeah.
no. It's all right. Okay, guys. So we just finished up a very heavy squat and bench workout. I think you crushed on squats today after a long journey. Wish you would have spent a little more time here, because I know after long flights it's hard to adjust, and especially like 10 hours is quite a long flight, quite a long haul. But when's your next meet coming up? I know you're doing an WRPS meet. You said it's
Yes, I think in December the 10th, I will compete at the WRPF Amateur World Championship in the open weight class, and yeah, I think today was a good day, but it was amazing to see you almost push 320 kilos. It was absolutely crazy.
yeah, but
And I'm speechless. I can't say anything. It's
yeah,
crazy.
I'm a bit speechless too. Definitely wasn't the right thing to do, because now I don't know what's wrong with it, but I'll get it checked out. I think it's just my body telling me pushing too hard, too soon, and also I'm already peaked, so it's just a discipline issue. The discipline being I should have just stopped at 270 and waiting to the competition. My meet was supposed to be in 2 weeks, but I mean the ankle was very minor.
Yes.
But this feels like it could be serious, so
Alright.
yeah,
That's bad, man.
But it's part of the learning process, and luckily I'm only 24. We're both young. Injuries is just part of the game, and as we get older, we get more disciplined, wiser, smarter, and we all mature at a different rate. Like Eric Dulivich set the bar very high with his records at such a young age because he's so disciplined, and part of that could be because of his family all having a background in powerlifting, so he's constantly getting coached by experienced powerlifters, and not only that, but it all came from within. He's also very disciplined. I don't remember him going for any crazy stunts in the gym during his meet prep. He would just unleash everything at the meet, and it paid off, But while I do have the power to break it, I don't quite have the discipline yet, and I'm sure that's something that we can all work on a bit,
Yes.
because we're all quite strong in the gym, but then I think for powerlifters, we have an addiction to pushing 1 rep maxes when
Yeah,
we feel
of course. If you feel you can do it, then why you shouldn't?
good. Yeah.
I know. I definitely know what you mean.
And that's the hardest part of powerlifting, in my opinion, when you're talking world class, when you're talking about records and top 3 and the biggest competitions you're up against. It's basically like who is more disciplined, like who's going to burn themselves out in training, and who's going to save for the platform. Like if I didn't do that today, I could have taken the record in a couple of weeks potentially, but now I have to wait until probably next year. But it's just part of like the learning process, maturing, and just being more disciplined on my end. But you're killing it, man. I mean, you remind me of myself when I was 21, so I can't wait to see you in a couple of years.
Let's see when will happen.
Yeah, exactly. But
I'm also excited what's going to happen with you in the next years. So
yeah,
I
at
think
least
you're going to break some records.
Yeah, I just got to get my head right, and then I'll be okay. But if I have any wisdom to impart, it's definitely save it for the platform. If you can be disciplined enough to do it, you know, do your best not to burn out in training, especially when you're so close to competition.
Yeah.
That's my biggest mistake. I've done it time and time again. When I didn't do it, I broke records, and when I do it, I don't.
Okay.
You know, it's quite straightforward. I've taken 2, and when I took those 2 records, I didn't attempt any PRs in training. I just followed the program, and I lifted quite moderately heavy, maybe 90% at the most, and then I unleashed on the platform, and that's when I broke records. And the other times I failed is when like today, a few weeks out, I feel super strong and can't help but attempt new weights. And then
That's interesting.
I would either get hurt or I would get to the competition and be burned out. I'd be past the peak, and then my body would start to regress.
Okay.
So everything would feel heavy in competition.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. That's just, you know, my experience. So, you know, hopefully I could just impart some wisdom and wish you the best in your future, man. Wish you the
too.
best. Yeah, absolutely. But thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, thanks for coming out. Definitely a good session. Oh yeah. And when I'm in Germany, you know who I'm calling.
Of course, man. I hope so.
Yeah, definitely.